I'm Nichole Wilde, and it's October 30th, 2015, and we're at the International Quilt Festival in Houston. And today I brought this quilt, which is called Infinity, to share. It was made by my small quilt group back in 2004. We took a greeting card by the artist Josephine Wall, and we blew that up to this full size. And then we divided that blown up copy of the greeting card into 5 sections. And we had a big pile of fabric, and we all pulled from the fabrics to recreate our section of the greeting card. We had my daughter Delaney at the time was 7, and she posed in a picture for us so that we could print it onto fabric. So this is a photo that is printed on photo paper. And then after we all did our sections, we sewed them back together, and then I did the machine quilting. And this one won first place in our Guild's Challenge, Quilters Anonymous in Linwood, Washington in 2004. I love it so much because it shows a couple things. It's the amazing creativity of the 5 different ladies that worked on it, and how we all had a different vision for the same card. It shows how photos that are printed on fabric hold up much better if you quilt them densely than if you don't. In the card, the fairy or the angel is holding a miniature of herself and herself and herself, and that's what these photos are. And when I quilted this at the time, I did the big face fairly heavily, and I left the 2 smaller faces unquilted, and you'll notice over the years that this face is still completely intact, but these have faded. The printing has faded. So I think that's kind of an interesting and valuable thing to know, especially when you're making memory quilts for weddings or something. You might not want to do all the detailed quilting in the face like this, but even just with an invisible thread and a meander to hold it down. Fabric is really fragile, and fabric photos printed on fabric is even more fragile. It's going to fade over time. So, I mean, that's why quilts last, because they're quilted. So, I think that's all. I used many different specialty threads in this piece, which was fun and made it very sparkly. This is like halo thread, which is a serger thread. I've always liked to try things that you're not supposed to try. And, you know, this is the only quilt I've ever done halo thread on, because you're not supposed to put it through the needle, and there's a reason. And so some copper metallic, and my daughter Delaney, who posed for this photo, passed away in 2014. She's my angel.